Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie episode number 9 reaction. Okay, the previous episode, we had one of the best episodes, the episode with Kamiya. We get more information about her, what she feels towards you, and what how Shikimori confronted her. And that was one of the one of the best scenes, I think, where Shikimori actually talks with her and accepts her. And she actually says that you this is this the whole thing, the number that she had, she wanted to give it back to her because Shikimori did not feel it was okay to take it, because she also liked him. And that was like one of the best scenes. And obviously Kamiya kind of said like no at the beginning, and then Shikimori decided to just tear it off. And yeah, the way Shikimori accepted her, and all that was really good. And later on we get to see Shikimori also kind of think about how Yu is changing as well. So maybe in the future there will people like more people like Kamiya will understand his charm. And she's actually afraid if if you will still have his eye on Shikimori even at that moment as well. She kind of fears of losing him. So yeah, that was that whole episode. It was a great episode. And I know I'm kind of like 1 week behind. I was unable to react to previous week because I had a few things going on. So I plan on making this up next week. Most of the animes that I'm reacting to are has currently ended. So the next week I might be able to do another episode. We'll see. So next week I might be able to bring 2 episodes for this show, and I'll be caught up again. So I'll see about that. Otherwise it'll be the normal 1 episode reaction. But anyways, enough about that. Let us begin with this episode. This is episode number 9. So yeah, I'll be putting the subtitles from the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Okay. He told in his. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Innocence and clumsiness. Well, yeah, that. Exactly, but something about Inu's. Oh my god, what did she say? What is happening here? Oh my god, she is not happy about this. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, she's asking him. Oh my god, she asked him for permission. Oh. 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 Hmm? Oh, wait, what? What is this? Oh. Oh yeah, he's sick, that's why. Okay. Nisa. What? Wait. Yeah. Well, ah. What the hell is that Hachimitsu over there? What is that? Panda? What? What the? Oh, um, yeah, yeah. Obviously, she called him. Oh wait. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, he does do that, you know. He even kind of looks his hairstyle and everything. Yeah. Oh my god, she's going to kill them now. Oh god. Yeah. Oh, she's okay. Wait, Hachimitsu was also sick? Oh. Hmm. Yo, she wrote a lot of things to him. Oh, Kamiya. Wait, where is she? Yeah. Well, they had a lot of conversation. So yeah. Oh, she's gonna accept. Alright. Oh my god. Is that supposed to be star? God. Some bookstore or something? She loves books. Or oh, okay. What the hell is that? Okay. Yo! What? Uh, well, this is a little bit, or maybe not. I was going to say this is a little bit awkward. What is that? Oh, it's a UFO, the crane game. Okay. Is this the crane game? Yeah. Oh. Hmm. She's able to do a lot of things quite easily, so. Whoa, what? Is that the crane? I don't think that's a crane game. What is that? Herself doesn't realize. What is that a Hmm. Is this like a flashback? I think so, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So, yo, these things are supposed to be difficult. They like fill their whole bag with it. Oh, this. Okay, this might be interesting. What the? Who are these people? Are they supposed to be delinquents? Yeah. Oh my god. All right, makes sense. She just ended up saying that. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah. Regional tournament in middle school. Okay. Hmm. Damn. How can she play like that? Her sleeves are like up until. Yo, she's her sleeves. My god. They cannot score at even 1 point or one basket. I don't know what to. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Are these like new characters? Who are they? Suddenly that's popped up in this episode? Whoa. What the? Wait, what? Oh. So they kind of worked as rivals, you know? So that's why she's probably like friends the next day. Mhm. Yeah, she always wanted to she invited her every time, so hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. What? Hmm. Oh no, is she going to? Is she going to ask? Is oh okay. Oh, oh wait, what? Oh. Oh, here we go. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Nagasaki could probably figure this out on her own. Yeah. Hmm. Damn, that turned a little bit. Oh. Oh boy. So yeah, that in the end kind of turned a little bit heavy. But yeah, obviously Kamiya cannot just just change her whole personality. It's going to take some time for her to get used to everything, and she's trying to do that obviously. And not only that, her feelings for Izumi as well. She needs time to, I guess, kind of get used to, not used, but to be okay with it. Yeah. All right, is that the end or is there something else? Oh, that's the end. All right, so this episode, we we begin with the whole uh, uh, Inuzaki, like the whole thing of Izumi asking him to get all the notes. Like we've seen this before as well. He like Izumi relies on Inuzuka a bit, a bit too much, and obviously because of that, Shikimori does not. Is not happy about that. She's always like, oh, like why doesn't he ask me and this and that, and again it's understandable because I feel like Inuzuka is the the person or the only person who was his ally, you could say, before. Like I don't know how long they have been friends. I'm guessing like Inuzuka and Izumi were friends before he started dating Shikimori. It's most probably. So that's why I'm saying, like like before, with his bad luck and everything, he needed someone. Like as we saw, like in that one episode where Shikimori was kind of a little bit late, and Izumi had to rely on Inuzuka, and Inuzuka had to go through a lot of things, so, which kind of showed us that before Shikimori came, it was probably Inuzuka only who he hanged out with, and yeah, like they like he helped him out a lot. So that's why most of the things he's like, oh Inuzuka, help me out with this or help me out with that, and Inuzuka always listens to him. So obviously Shikimori is like, why did he not ask me to take the notes? And I feel like there's another reason. Like he probably thinks that I already bother Shikimori with so much of my stuff, my bad luck and everything, so I don't want to bother her with anything else. So that's why he asks Inuzuka for a few, like most of the other things, doesn't want to bother Shikimori with it. And obviously Shikimori doesn't want that. Shikimori wants him to bother her. So yeah, anyways, so yeah, we gonna begin the episode with that, and Shikimori is not happy. Shikimori's like, why did he not ask me? Why it's always Inuzuka? And Inuzuka's like, why does she make this a rivalry? Like like how, like why is this actually a thing? Like well, she feels like like kind of like a rivalry between me and Izumi, and me and her. Sorry, not Izumi. And here, Neko Yama tries to cheer him up. Unfortunately, it works oppositely. She recounts a time, recollects a time when Shikimori talked about Inuzuka, and by the end of it, she got pissed off because she realized everything. Most of the thing that Izumi asked is from Inuzuka. So yeah. Anyways, so Inuzuka was told by Izumi to bring the notes to him, so that's why Shikimori is like, "Oh, can I go with you?" And they are off to Izumi's house while Hachimitsu follows them, and in the department store, Shikimori was buying stuff for Izumi and asking him for his opinion and everything. And there was one time when she suddenly said Nissan, like a big brother, and I was like for a moment I was like they they reacted so late to that. I was like, what happened? Why are they not reacting to that? Like she called him Nissan, and then she just kept talking about some different things, and like after quite a quite a big amount of time, both she and Inuzuka realized what actually happened. And now as soon as she said that, I'm like, okay, so basically it is true, he kind of talks like his brother, you could think, say that his hairstyle is also kind of similar to her brother. And yeah, that's why probably she thinks, not thinks, but she kind of like Hachimitsu says in the end, kind of puts them at the same place, both Inuzuka and his brother at the same place. And kind of that the situation is actually something like that. And obviously Inuzuka is very surprised. He's like, what the hell is happening? And when they go out, and she gives Inuzuka like a few of the things that she bought. And here Hachimitsu comes in, and Hachimitsu gives us like a proper explanation, which obviously we were able to understand. As soon as she called him Nissan, we all understood what's the thing. So she says like, oh, you have an older brother, don't you? And then she says that, Hachimitsu, you say you have trouble being open with him. And then she says like, I'm saying that you unconsciously where is that, conflate Inu with your brother, and just want his attention. I love the fact how both Hachimitsu and Neko Yama, both of them calls him Inu, and Inuzuka is always like, why are you why are you omitting the final section? Why are you calling me Inu? Because Inu means dog, so oh god. Anyways, so obviously Inuzuka's like, what the hell are you saying? I don't believe that. And Shikimori just runs away. And she herself says like, I definitely don't think you kind of look and act like my brother. And yeah, so that was the thing. So basically, like, yeah, like that's the thing. Now another thing which Inuzuka does say here is that, but most of the times whenever she gets pissed off, it doesn't seem like, like she's just wanting attention. Like those times she is really bloodthirsty, and I feel like this is like a mixture of both. He kind of looks at him like his her brother, older brother. Not only that, she also gets pissed off whenever Izumi depends on him as more than her. Like it's like a mixture of both. So when they kind of when Inuzuka kind of starts teasing her, both Hachimitsu and Inuzuka, Shikimori is like, oh, you're actually going in that direction. You want to test me, don't you? Like, you want to see what happens when I get mad? And both of them are like, stop, please. Now, basically, so this section, I kind of realized like their relationship is like, Inuzuka and Shikimori's relationship is basically like Ishigami and Kaguya's relationship, and Kaguya-sama Love is War. That's the most appropriate, I could say, comparison that I could make to another anime. Like how Kaguya and Ishigami are, she and Shikimori and Inuzuka are kind of like that. Like obviously their personality are very different. Like Ishigami and Inuzuka's personality, but the thing, like the chemistry of the relationship that they have between. That's basically Kaguya and Ishigami, kind of similar to that. All right, that was that. Now in the next section we get to see more of Kamiya, and Hachimitsu is sick, so in Shikimori and Neko Yama are hanging out together, and they meet Kamiya in a bookstore. And Nekozaki always oh, Nekozaki and Inuyama, I always mix their name up, I don't know why. Nekozaki and Inuyama, not Inuzaki. Oh god. Alright, so Nekozaki, she all the time she always used to ask Kamiya to go and hang out with them, but she always just rejected her. That's why this time also she was like, oh, you're going to hang out with us, maybe not. She already thought that Kamiya is not going to go with them, so she was very surprised when Kamiya was like, all right, let's go. And I feel like I said, like we saw in the previous episode, she probably would have rejected her, not hung out with them, if the whole conversation with Shikimori did not happen in the previous episode. Like she having the conversation with Shikimori, talking with her, changed her a little bit, I think, and she herself wants to change. Now another thing that we could see from here is she used to people call her the lone wolf, and she used to keep to herself all the time. So that was one thing that actually I feel like it's one of her regrets, because she never ended up telling Izumi about the fact that she likes him. And she kind of regrets that, I think, because she knew Izumi a lot before Shikimori and Izumi hung out with, I think. So she immensely regrets it, I think, and that's why she herself, after having the conversation with Shikimori, wants to change, because I'm pretty sure, like, I'm sure, like, she herself doesn't want, like, like, it's like a thing, like, she realized how much she regretted not telling everything to Izumi, and that happened because she's always keeps to herself. She doesn't, like, kind of take any proactive steps to stuff, and she's like a lone wolf. That's why that happened. So regretting that, I think now she's trying to change, and to change she started with, she started the change in this episode where she was like, all right, let's go hang out, which she never did before. This is the beginning of her change, as you could say, her trying to change at least. And yeah, like, this is one thing, like, obviously, like, I kind of understand this. I'm pretty sure, like, most of introverts and, like, everyone will be able to understand this, is that, like, there's people who actually wants to be on their own. It's not that they are unable to interact with others, it's just that they prefer to be alone, on their own. But, like, it's kind of, what can I say, comforting, you could say, to keep to yourself in the shell that you are in. Like, it's very comfortable, like, actually going, hanging out with your friends, going outside and everything, like, and not doing all of that and being on your own lone self, just going, like, like, walking on your own or doing your own thing, staying at home. It's like a comfortable little bubble that you are just comfortable inside, and you always think that, oh, hanging out with your friends, going outside, that's tiresome, like, I don't like that, and I won't probably appreciate it. But most of the times, like, yeah, like, it's like hanging out with the friends and everything, like, having friends is a good thing. It's usually a good thing. Like I said, there are exceptions. Obviously, there are definitely people who does not want to hang out with others and just wants to be on their own. Like I said, those are exceptions. But most of the time, like, we are just comfortable in our shell. So trying to break out of that a little bit, like, hanging out with them, with your friends, it's nice. It's a nice change of pace, and it's kind of, it kind of makes you happy as well, I think. Like, you don't need like hundred or thousands of friends. No, one or two friends, just sometimes, like, once a week, or maybe once every 2 weeks, just hanging out with them. It's all okay. And all the other time you can just be on your own. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, like, Kamiya was like, all right, let's go today, and they start hanging out, and Kamiya, like, picks some weird plushies, and Shikimo is just laughing at them, and they're going to different stalls and everything. Like, they even take pictures, and for a moment, Neko Zaki, goes to the washroom, and that's when Shikimori and Kamiya again have conversation, and they do the, like, a little crane game. I think that was the crane game, most probably. And Shikimori gets a lot of them, and gives it to Kamiya, and Kamiya is like, okay, so I'm going to win something and give you something back to you. And while all of that was happening, Inuzaki comes, not Inuzaki, sorry, Nekozaki comes, and she sees that, and she realizes that this is the first time she actually is seeing Kamiya laughing so much and having fun. And she got like a little recollection, a little flashback that happened over there, where she remembered the time when people used to tell her that, oh, why are you asking Kamiya out? She just wants to be on her own. So yeah, just we should leave her alone. It's rude to ask her. And like, that's also another thing, like, whenever, like, you just all alone on your own, a lot of people just assume that you don't want others' company, and they try to, like, like these girls said, like, oh, it's rude to ask her out, like they think that, oh, like, asking him or her out continuously every day, and that's kind of rude, so we should let him or her do whatever he or she wants to do, and leave them alone. And that's also another thing. Like, this is also another thing which it always comes up in Komi Can't Communicate, where, like, it's not that these, like, these people who keeps to themselves, it's not that they don't want to interact with others. It's just that they're comfortable within, like, kind of being on their own. But if they are talk, like, if someone comes and converses with them, talks with them, hangs out with them, it's nice, they also feel happy. It's just basically that, like, not communicating with others, having like a communication disorder does not mean that you don't like to communicate with others. It's not like that. Basically that, you know. And Nekozaki always used to, like, still, even though that happened, she used to call and ask out Kamiya to hang out with her and everything, and she never, like, accepted. But this time she's out and she's having fun, so Nekozaki was also very happy. And yeah, they hang out, and then they had the little basketball match with these two gals, these two delinquent gals just waiting for them. They have like an actual character design. That's why I was like, are these like new characters or something? They actually have like a like an interesting character design, which kind of means that, I don't know, they are not side characters or like mob characters. They might come back in the future. Who knows? But yeah, either way, these two, they were like, oh, let's play a game of basketball. At first they were like, oh, like, leave the premise, this is our place, and they were all like, kind of going away. But then they were like, no, stop, like, just have a game with us. Basically they just wanted to play with someone. And yeah, they have the match, and obviously Shikimori and Kamiya is there, so who's going to win against them? So they completely dominate the game and win the game. Then they become friends, I guess. They take like a pictures and everything. And yeah, that was a nice little competition, and all of them are happy, Kamiya, Shikimori, and Nekozaki as well. So in the end, when they go their separate ways, here Kamiya says that, oh, thanks for, like, inviting me, and from the next time, we will actually hang out as friends. And like I said during the reaction, I think she kind of meant here that today, as you could see, they were kind of acting as rivals again, like the whole crane game here as well, you could say, like, the games and everything that they were playing, something like that maybe, or like. And that's probably why she said that from the next day onwards we'll be friends and we'll hang out as friends. Obviously Neko Zaki was kind of surprised. She's like, what are you saying? Like, you guys played together and everything, you are friends, aren't you? Kami just stopped her and she's like and Shikimori is like, all right, okay. And yeah, Shikimori goes on her own way. Nekozaki and Kamiya are going back together, and here Nekozaki talks to Kamiya and like, brings up the past and says that, oh, like, I'm, where is that part? Oh, you've changed, haven't you? That's what she says. And Kamiya was like, is it so, like, like, weird that I've changed? And she's like, no, I always wanted to hang out with you, and I'm happy that you've changed and you're actually having fun. And now here, obviously, Kamiya kind of apologizes. She's like, you always asked me out and I always just rejected you. Like, I shouldn't have done that. And Nekozaki is like, nah, it's fine. Like, I was also a bit pushy. They can kind of have that conversation. And yeah, they talk about what each other likes. And here I was thinking maybe Nekozaki is going to bring up the question that, is there someone you like? I was continuously thinking that she was going to bring that up. She asked her, what do you like to eat? And then she asks her, what was that question? Just a sec. Oh yeah, she asked her, do you know Izumi? Like, technically she did not ask her, is there anyone you like, but she asked her that, do you know Izumi? And obviously, like, she was also curious, like, because Kamiya used to talk with Izumi a lot. And then she's like, do you know Izumi and Shikimori are, like, going out? And she was talking about that, and when she looks at Kamiya again, she again sees that face that she makes, and she stops her and she says that, you know how you never used to smile like this? you always seemed like you were hurting. Who was it that changed you? Yeah, like for a moment after seeing her face at that moment, when she saw her make that face again, she got reminded of the times before as well, when Kamiya did not laugh like this, as she said. That's why it suddenly struck her. She's like you were like that before. So who was it that changed you? You know. Now, for this question's answer, I'll have to say that it's both Izumi and Shikimori, because Izumi was the one who brought the change, started the change in Kamiya, and Shikimori is the one who probably was able to conclude it in a, not conclude, I would say, like she's still kind of changing, in the process of changing, you know but Shikimori kind of gave a push to it, you could say, because like obviously Izumi is the one who began that change in her. She was the person who wanted to change herself after seeing Izumi. And you remember that episode where she is just outside, the classroom in the library, she ties up her hair whenever she wants to, does some other stuff whenever she wants, goes in front of Izumi, she takes her hair out, and that's like the biggest example of her trying to change, because she wanted to be more appealing in front of Izumi. So that's why she took the hairband out whenever she went to in front of Izumi. So that's why I'm saying Izumi is the one who began that change in her. She wanted to change, she wanted to kind of get out from that lone wolf territory and wanted to smile and all. And then after realizing that Izumi and Shikimori are going out, she was heartbroken, and that's when Shikimori came in and gave her that extra push that was needed, where she said that you should embrace your your emotions, your feelings. You should not try to keep it down, and yeah, like that's not okay. And Shikimori gave her the extra push there. So both of them, I have to say, both of them had like a positive change in Kamiya. And Kamiya also says that there's someone who told me that I should treasure what I feel. It doesn't matter if I'm hurt or tired. And then she says in the end that I hope I'll be able to tell this to you one day, and I need a little bit of time for that. And Nekozaki was like, okay, fine, you take your time, and I really I hope, wish that one day you'll be able to smile from the bottom of your heart, and you'll be able to talk about this with me. I'll be waiting for that day. And yeah, that's how it ends. And they started running, and there you go. So yeah, Kamiya has I'm guessing Kamiya is part of the group now, if you if you think of it in that way. And yeah, they're good friends, and Kamiya's trying to change, from that lone wolf territory. She's trying to interact with others and everything. It'll take time, as she said, and it'll also take time for the feelings for Izumi that she has to kind of settle down. And when she's able to confront that, probably accept that as well, she will be able to talk to Nekozaki about it, the whole situation. I'm sure she'll share this with Nekozaki in the future. But yeah, for now, she will try to change, and she is in the process of changing. So that's it. That was this episode. This was my reaction to Shikimori is Not Just a Cutie, episode number 9. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. And that's it, guys. So like I said, I'm not sure, but I'll try to do 2 episodes next week, if I have enough time. If I don't, I'll do 1 episode, just like I usually do, because I'm kind of behind by 1 episode. So we'll see about that. If I get enough time, I'll try to do another one next week. All the animes are kind of ending now, so I might have time. We'll see. But either way, that's it. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next week with another episode of Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. So until then, goodbye and have a nice day.